What's good, Flow State Jedis? Today we're talking all about self-pity, okay? It's time you stopped feeling sorry for yourself, okay? My name is Sumit Chatterjee from the Flow Zone Academy, and I'm a flow state specialist, which means that I help you feel your best and perform your best. Let's get started today. So it's day 3 of main character May. I understand that there's some rain noises in the background because it's raining a little bit. But I think that's aligned, okay? I think that's aligned, especially when it comes down to the topic of like self-pity, okay? You've got to stop feeling like a victim a lot of your life. And there's a difference between victim mentality and actually being a victim in a certain situation. So I want to differentiate those two. A lot of people will stay in self-pity because they crave attention and connection from others, okay? You're at such a low level of consciousness that that's the only connection that you're getting to people is through self-pity. So when you're in this, oh, woe is me, oh, everything sucks, all life is bad for me, and nothing good ever happen, that leads to a worthlessness feeling, right? Which eventually leads to depression, which eventually leads to suicide. So, hey, this is like stage 1, okay, of your development there. So catch yourself right the fuck now. Don't wait for years and years and years and years and years with this self-loathing and this self-pity and harboring it inside yourself to perpetuate your shitty reality. I'll give you an example. One of my clients, her partner cheated on her, right? And she continued to stay with this guy because she had a low value of herself, but also she got all the pity from her friends, she got all the pity from her family, and she got all the pity from herself. Hey, I'm the victim here in this scenario. He's the one cheating on me, you see? And using that as a logistical excuse to keep you stuck. You've heard the term misery loves company, right? That's exactly it. A lot of therapists do this with their patients. They keep them in this pitying trap. Hey, people are paying big money to have someone pity them. I, for one, I'm not that kind of a coach or therapist or counselor or transformation specialist, whatever you want to call me, right? That's not my style. If you're staying in your pity, I will call it out. I'm going to call it out for what it is. It's a cognitive distortion. It's a cop-out. It's the easiest way to evade responsibility. So if you are playing the blame game, you know you're in this self-pity trap. But it feels weird. Sometimes it feels so good to be in the self-pity, right? It feels good, man. It doesn't make sense why it feels good, but it feels good. It feels good because you're getting validated from others. You're getting attention from others. This is very, very different from venting, right? Venting can sometimes help you release that energy that's trapped. Self-pity goes into your storyline and makes you seem like you're bad in some way, like you're a loser, like yourself is lower in its value than it actually is. When you know that, bro, it's not the end of the world. Okay, whatever happened, it's not the end of the world. And we shouldn't think of self-pity, oh, it's so pitiful, it's so pathetic, oh, fuck that. No, we all go through this at times, right? We all go through self-pity at times. So it's not like, oh, it's pathetic, or, oh, it's the greatest thing that's ever happened, okay? It's none of those things, okay? It just is. You see, your brain just looks for patterns and things, okay? It's not trying to make you feel good or feel bad. It's just looking for patterns, and it's avoiding chaos by creating some sort of order. So your brain is an order-seeking mechanism, okay? So also what I'm saying is, if you train your brain, you're going to get better at it. You know, the most gangster thing you can do is instead of pitying yourself, you become compassionate. You become self-compassionate. There's a fine line between the two. You gotta find that gray area, that midpoint, where you're going, oh man, what a waste of time, or oh, it's all my fault, and this always happens to me, and why is life so shitty to me, and okay, step on the brakes. That's not the reality. Self-pity is not the only way that you can receive love from people. Okay? You receive love from people by being loving. But if you're staying in a negative situation, when people are like, oh, I feel so sad for you that this has happened to you. I just pray for your peace. I just pray for your good peace and good health. And I hope that everything good turns out for the best. Hey, that's cool that you're praying for me, but also, don't pity me. Okay, don't pity me, bro. I'm not that low on the totem pole. okay? I'm not that low in my status. Groveling and wallowing in your own swamp that is self-generated, so that others can help you lift you out of the swamp so it feels a little good. Like it's a cushy swamp, right? Like, oh yeah, I have my swamp, but then I also have internet at very high speeds. I also have a television where I can watch everything that I want. I can order anything that I want online. You have a luxury of choice. But oftentimes that luxury of choice is keeping you in this trap, keeping you in your comfort zone, keeping you stuck in the same predicament. You see, self-pity leads to self-sabotage. So instead of saying, oh, woe is me, think, where am I going to take greater responsibility here? When am I finally going to be the main character of my life, bro? When am I going to stop appeasing and trying to impress others? You get on social media, everyone's trying to impress everybody. Doing weird fucking faces on TikTok and shit. Go ahead and do that, bro. It's a complete waste of time, but go ahead and do that, okay? That's none of my business, really. My mentor, AZD, he told me, you gotta be about your business. What is your business? Whatever it is. If it's earning you money, then hey, maybe it's your actual business, okay? And you're about it. But you gotta be about your business, man. What are you about? What do you stand for? Lens crafters in this bitch, okay? What do I mean by that? I mean that you are wearing the goggles of your own experience, correct? So therefore, if you're seeing the world as a victim with victim goggles, guess what? It's gonna look a very particular way. Analyze yourself and look at the bad patterns that you have. You might feel like you're the only person in the world that is suffering right now. But remember, the more personal it is, the more universal it is, okay? If you feel like this is my problem and my problem alone, bro, out of 7 billion people on the planet, you're telling me that you're the only person with that problem? Are you for real? Okay? I swear, man, I just want to send you like one of my Jamaican friends and have them be like, oh, what a batty boy motherfucker, okay? Wagwa. Why are you self-pitying yourself? Get up, boy, okay? Like, smack you on the side of the head, you know? Like, man, talk about therapy, huh? You just need someone like that in your life, bro. What the hell do you think you're doing, right? Man, yeah, I got problems, but I don't dwell on them. Yeah, it's nonsense, and my brain craves order. Be like Akon, put the blame on me. But I won't stay there, 'cause I'll be hungry for success now. And I'm raising up in myself, man, 'cause I am selfless. There's no ego, this all illusion. This all Maya, so stop confusing self-pity for self-grandiosity. Improve your psychology, 'cause you are a god to me. If you're on this channel, we about to get this handled. You're not a damsel, so you won't get rescued. Be your savior, 'cause you're doing God's work. Hallelujah. Synesthesia. I don't know what that last one meant, but that was hella poetic. Anyway, self-pity, man. Like, if you're pitying yourself, you're putting yourself down where you know you could be building yourself up, you're doing yourself a disservice, right? You know you're doing yourself a disservice, but it feels good to stay in that familiar situation, right? Like, let's say you're in a relationship with someone that's completely out of your league or something, right? And you feel that I'm not good enough for her, man, she can be with any man, and you get this insecurity and this jealousy and all this other stuff that just shows up. So you feel this self-pity. But what if you did deserve that respect? What if you do deserve that high quality of beauty? What if you do deserve that love? You see? And you're not giving yourself the opportunity or the possibility of doing that because you're in self-pity. Because you're perpetuating a feeling of lowliness, of dwelling on your problems and dwelling on your self-image. An external thing, oh, it's the government's fault, oh, it's Sally's fault, oh, it's my parents, they always do this to me. It's everybody else. Sometimes life just gets stressful, man. Okay? Self-pity comes from that feeling of stress. Like you can't really figure it out, you're still searching for stuff to do. You gotta ride this out, man. You can't let this get into depression. Despair, disinterested, feeling empty all the time. It's difficult to see the forest through the trees. You get what I'm saying? You need a greater perspective at times to really appreciate life. You're thinking, nothing ever goes my way, so there's no point in trying to solve my problems. I'm just gonna be stuck. And then your grandmother comes in with cookies. Oh, little Jimmy, I don't want you to be unhappy, so I baked you some cookies. All right, thanks, Grandma. I still feel bad, though. This helps somewhat. Yeah. The cookies aren't gonna make you feel any better in regards to self-pity, okay? You're being pitied, that's what you want. So your grandma coming over with cookies, hey, that's some form of validation at least. You have an overwhelming amount of stress and overwhelming need for validation. These two things we've gotta confront. You're attention seeking, you're reinforcing a way to get attention on yourself. And then when the attention's not on you, you feel insecure. The best thing you can do is interrupt your self-pity with self-awareness. Yeah, I failed, but I understand why I failed. Yeah, it's painful, but I'm mindful through the pain. Bro, if I only focus on the positive aspects of me, I wouldn't be a holistic person. I'd be this one-sided, weird individual. Every time something negative happens to me, I flip over to this other side, right? There's this negative charge associated with a negative experience. So I'm going positivity, rainbows, okay? Colors, lights. And then one negative thing happens and you flip into that reality. When you are blaming other people instead of yourself, you are giving them the power, remember. You are giving them the power to impact you. You're giving them your attention and your energy. You're giving them your time. You are literally taking your power, taking your throne. Your responsibility is your throne. With great power comes great responsibility, right? We know this from Spider-Man. But you're taking that responsibility and you're going, whoop, you can have it. Whoop, this other person can have it. My boss can have it. My girlfriend can have it. Self-pity is super isolating. You know why? Because it's an energy suck, bro. Do you get that? You're sucking other people's energy dry through your negative energy. It just makes you fall. You're just endlessly falling. That's negative energy, right? If you get into the dark arts, you understand this. I dabble with that, so I understand that energy, okay? But I know also how to get myself out of there. I'm not a moron. I'm an artist, I'm an entrepreneur, okay? I'm a flow state specialist. I'm also a mystic. But these are just labels. Who I really am, I have no idea. I could be a Nephilim. Hey, I could be a random person off the street for all you know, right? You're just on YouTube. I could be a homeless person giving you this advice, right? So what? Take it or leave it, right? Yo, if you want to get on a session with me and you want to vent productively with me, you know, you just want to be like, bro, this happened and that happened, this happened and that happened. I'm like, cool. And so what are you going to do about it? What, do you have anything in mind that you're going to do? What's been working for you? What hasn't, right? I'm not going to get you to stay in that shitty state, okay? I want to get you a solution. A lot of people, they'll be like, oh man, that's horrible. Are you okay? Is everything fine? You're not hurt, are you? You know what my mentality is? You cannot hurt me. Nothing can hurt me but myself. So stop pitying me. Stop pitying me. I'm a man, I can handle my shit. I can handle my problems. I don't need you to worry about me. Fuck out of here. Self-pity energizes your false self in life. Not your real self, not your authentic true self that expresses themselves freely. But you're actually creating this feeling sorry for yourself self, right? Self-compassion can help you negate the effects of self-pity. So how do you become self-compassionate? Bro, I've been through this experience and no one else on this world has been through an experience of this caliber, right? Yeah, they might have gone through a similar problem, but all the different intricacies and, you know, events that I've been through to lead me up till that point of feeling that self-pity, man, what a glorious, beautiful adventure, bro. I am so compassionate to the fact that I'm actually admitting to myself that I don't need to feel self-pity. You know what? I see myself as a survivor, not a victim. I see myself as somebody who made it. While others crumbled, I kept moving forward. I stuck with my resilience. I strive towards knowing myself better and activating my self-actualization journey. Yes, the self-pity will help you see your shadows. Yes, the self-pity will help you for a brief moment. But whenever it happens, I let it last. At least let your self-pity last for at least 5 minutes, okay? Don't try to just ignore it right away, because it might have some kind of a signpost for you to do something or tweak something, okay? But honestly, I find it very disrespectful when someone is assuming that pity is going to solve the situation, right? Pity isn't going to solve the situation. It's going to give you attention and validation and going to make you stuck there. So let's say other people are pitying you too. You have this attitude of, that's cool. Okay, you feel bad for me. I respect that, but don't pity me, okay? I find that very disrespectful, actually, because I know I'm capable of more, and you know I'm capable of more. So why don't you encourage me to change and be better? 90% of your problems would be solved if you just focused on your communication, okay? 90%. A lot of people are stuck because they're stifled in their communication. There's always something, right, with the communication. But if the communication is fucked up or it's unclear, and people don't have context, okay, people aren't going to get anywhere with it. Like I'm mentioning all of these great mystical concepts for some people on this channel, right? Hey, those videos aren't for everybody, right? It's just like the people who get it, they get it. They resonate at that frequency, right? And that's why we have adepts in our Primal Sutra program, right? We have adepts. We have people who are actually serious about the path working. We also have a Matches into Dates challenge. If you're struggling with online dating, get on that. Get on that. It's only $99, okay? It goes for $400 and $500, but we're charging it for just $99, okay? For 5 days with us. We're gonna change and transform your dating life, help you with your online profile, setting things up, how to text people. We'll give you our secret texting platform where it's just really easy to set up dates with people. And honestly, that's going to help you too, okay? So DM me if you want any of that stuff. Let's get it. Upward Spiral Gang. May we never be the same again. May the flow be with you. Let's go.